Welcome to Disorient on the Murder Express. A game about a drunkard inspector on a train. I used to be somebody. I used to solve problems. I used to solve people. But then I turned to drinking. Until that fateful day aboard the Murder Express. I see upon the horizon a fine sun. Okay, I may have been drinking that day too. That's some solid drink down there. That's some thick whiskey. Disorient on the Murder Express. Act 1. Scene 1. 15 years to the day. I was on a train. Untextured. Okay, left click to politely, and I like to politely interact with... I thought he was outside like Spider-Man, and it scared the shit out of me. 15 years to the day, that's how long I've been doing this job. I don't know what I'd do without it. I'm good at it too. I've got drinks that'll make you feel good, bad, happy, sad. I've even got drinks that'll make you sleep forever. Ha ha! I'm joking. I'm funny like that. And if you want any special concoctions mixed, I'm your guy. Give me some blue and whatever that is on the rocks. Blue and cyan on the rocks. Ooh, that looks like a lollipop. And it tastes like one too. That is a feminine drink. Hello there. May I help you? Enjoy these trains while they last, pal. They won't be around much longer. They're unsafe. See, there's laws against that these days, and I'm the lavish lawyer that's taken on the case. Unfortunately, circumstances dictate that I must travel aboard this monstrosity in order to deliver some very stealable legal bonds to a client. The irony will be the death of me. I'm just gonna awkwardly stick my nose in the cup because I don't want to talk to him. Hello there. See, since you're my new favorite drinking pal, let me share a little secret with you. I'm a professional con man. I'd take you for everything you own, but you haven't got a single thing I want, or anything, for that matter. Besides, there's a much better mark on this train, with a briefcase full of legal loot. I'd stab a man in the back for that kind of treasure. I'd take his wife. I'd take his kids. Okay, I was trying to hit F. And again, just gonna awkwardly drink and avoid eye contact. Commonality is key. Oh, another commoner aboard. I thought my father paid first class so I wouldn't have to associate with your kind. Allow me to cordially request that you stay as far away from me as possible and to keep your handsome hands to yourself. This goes for the bespectacled man, too. A briefcase can't hide that he grew up on little more than 2 acres of land. I can smell the relative poverty all over him. I can smell my whiskey in my cup. Act 2. Still at the bar, the following noises are heard from adjacent cabins. A rabid yell, a high-pitched scream, a pause, another rabid yell, a panicked grunt, shuffling. Sounds like they're listening to the new LMFAO album. It sounds like I need to look at this sick fire made out of trees. I approached the fireplace, but there were still clues to find. Later. Fine. I see how it is. Container of liquid. Label reads, poison may cause irritable skin, slight bloating, erratic and incredibly violent behavior, elbow discomfort, and irreversible sudden death. Do not ingest. In fact, don't do anything with it. It's incredibly dangerous. We have no idea why it's sold as a packaged product. Store in a cool, dry environment. Hey barman, can I borrow this? I want to steal this entire train. That looks like a dead guy. He appears to have been stabbed by a fork, so I guess you're off the hook. Well, I can't look down at him, so... There are 3 plates upon the table. 2 cutlery sets are incomplete. On the plate with both knife and fork, there's a residue of a strange liquid. That is a similar color to the barman. It's the barman's skin. He fed it to them and they got so grossed out he died. Yeah, I can't examine the dead guy on the ground. Apparently that's just not an important thing. Can I not look down, or is there like, do I need to hit page up or something? No, I just really don't care about the dead guy. Hey ma'am, did you notice the dead guy? Lady with no pearls. Was that a grisly murder I just overheard? How typically common. My absurd quantity of wealth would be on the man wearing the black hat. Wait. Oh. I think she was saying my 2 cents. She's saying my money's on the guy wearing the black hat. You know, rich people, they speak a different dialect, you know, it's hard to... He's a common thief. He must have stolen my expensive-looking pearls, then murdered the man with the briefcase for some reason. Not that I know anything about what happened, of course. You know, my grandma left some pearls to the family. They turned out to be costume jewelry. What a tricksy one. Not that we weren't upset or anything. It was just kind of funny. On the table is a note. It read, "Dear beautiful woman, you are a beautiful-looking woman, and so are your expensive, beautiful-looking pearls. But I can offer you more than mere wealth and beauty. I can offer you adventure. Join me and my new friend for dinner tonight. I intend to rob him blind. He has something I want, and I want to share it with you. Love from some fake made-up name." I see you also know Tobias Richwald. You look like a mannequin the way you're posed. Discrimination, that's what this is. You're only questioning me because I'm a criminal. It's unethical. Just because I'm a dashing thief, that doesn't make me a dashing murderer. Speaking of which, the pile of extraordinarily valuable legal bonds on the table are mine, and not in any way connected to the gruesome murder that just happened right now. There's a stack of astonishingly valuable legal bonds on the table. They look very stealable. They look very stolen. And if I look at them, it says legal bonds on them. Yeah, it looks legit to me. And this is the darkness. Oh, this must be mine. It seems I was too preoccupied with the hopefully free bar to visit my room. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go sit down at the fireplace now. Who do you think did it? My money's on... Let's see. She might not actually be rich. He doesn't actually have a motive as far as I know. There's only one person that I can think of that has a motive, which is this guy. So I'm gonna go with con man if I need to choose based on what I already have. Although this guy's the only one who actually has evidence pointing towards him. But would he really be that dumb to just leave it right here? Everything's pretty dumb here. That's just straight up made out of the trees outside. They could only afford to make 2 assets for this game. The walls and the outside, so they had to reuse things creatively. Do I need to talk to you now? That couldn't have been me. I was right here with you when that happened. Doing this job that I love so much. Did I ever mention to you how much I love my job? 15 years to this day. That's how long I've been doing this. Well, I guess that's a good point. Although, it seems like poison was used. Yeah, there's nothing in my room as far as I can tell. Like, I feel like if I was missing something, I'd be able to see it, because everything that matters seems to be brightly colored. I still can't examine the dead guy. That's still not important, apparently. Oh, I can just do everything at once here. It was you, look at your goatee. So evil looking. Can I accuse? I accuse you of it. It was you. You were the one who did it. Sacre accuse. I'm drinking your arm. I'm just gonna delicately rub your chest a little bit. Wait, she doesn't have her pearls. What does that mean? Hey, wait a minute. The pearls are in his hand that I can't look down at. What if I press every button? What if I try and use the controller support? that apparently exists. Oh my god! The controller support lets me look down, and I'm very angry. Why? Why doesn't the mouse let me do that? That's bullshit, I'll tell you what. The lawyer lies dead on the floor. There is a fork in his right eye socket. A knife is wedged in his spine. In his left hand is a broken pearl necklace. His briefcase lies open and empty. Alright, you're involved. You're probably involved as well, but I mean, he could have done that beforehand. He clearly, he clutched the pearls. He took them out of your hands. The briefcase is empty. I mean, why would he be carrying an empty briefcase? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he be carrying an empty briefcase? Isn't that weird that he was carrying an empty briefcase, bro? Isn't that crazy? Just give me the solution on the rocks. Did you know that means with ice? Now you do. Oh, left click on the fire to begin the accusing. Yeah. Act 3. Is it the accusing time? It's been a long time. I slipped back into character. I'm somebody again. My god. I go over my strange directions. Connect the clues. Left click. Just like we are mixing drinks. I'll make a show of it, pacing and pointing. When finished, left click on the fire. We'll begin. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Alright. You didn't need to bring him out here. I've gathered you here this evening because, as you are all aware, there has been a homicide on this train. The isolated nature of this particular crime signifies that one or more person in this room is liable for this violent misdeed. Through the theatrical feat of connecting the clues, I intend to reveal the who, the why, the how, all at once, with interpretive dance. Now, the first clue is, the windows. Have you noticed they were in the Shadow Realm? That's right, you haven't. How long have you been on this train? 15 years. When did you die? 15 years ago? That's what I thought. Okay. The legal bonds. What the heck is happening to the legal bonds when I do that? That's very strange. The legal bonds. What's the deal with that? I found this pile of incredibly valuable legal bonds, and I'm certain that these incredibly valuable legal bonds were the original contents of this now departed and now hollow briefcase. That makes sense, right? But the pearls. You notice these pearls? They were on your neck. This lady's motive was rooted in her unforgiving classism. Upon our first meeting, she informed my common self that she would enact wrath upon me if I didn't keep my distance, and indicated the same sentiment applied to our now dead travel companion. The lady's pearls found in his mild deceased hands is evidence to support this. I don't think he's mildly deceased. He seems pretty thoroughly deceased. I mean, I guess I've seen more deceased people. The poison and the plate. I found this container of poisocene, a poison most deadly, very poisonous. It's a lightish pinkish purplish substance known to cause erratic and violent behavior, followed by death. In the victim's room, there were 3 plates upon the table, with a knife and a fork on one plate, only a knife on the second, and only a fork on the third. There was also a residue of lightish pinkish purplish concoction on the plate with a full set of cutlery. I believe that the lightish pinkish purplish residue found upon this plate is indeed poisocene. Though I wouldn't recommend anyone try too hard to prove me wrong, I believe it was placed there deliberately with the intention to kill. Now, it occurs to me that you all seem involved with the crime, and that I'm outnumbered. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say, barman. This poisocene was found open on the bar shortly after the murder. The very same bar that the barman is employed to maintain. This is a task he takes very seriously, as he told me himself too many times during my short 6 hours of drinking. Look at how much he's just washing that cup forever. A ridiculous made-up name. Who has a flair for the dramatic more than a man wearing a top hat? And not in the room of the lady with no pearls, formerly known as the lady with pearls, formerly known as Francine. It was from a man using a fake made-up name, and it was addressed to a woman of apparent beauty. The note extends an invitation to dinner with a third party and a life of adventure and thievery. I believe this note was sent by none other than the con man, despite he signed with some fake made-up name. It could have actually been his real name. His name I know is just Con Man. The shadows, the legal bonds, it all links together. I believe that I don't know who did this at all. Oof. Well. I think that's everything I know, so just gonna go ahead and... And so I've come to the conclusion that the lady is the culprit of this crime. She acted out in a deep classism and disgust for those less financially fortunate than herself, in spite of the victim's very fancy briefcase. I didn't know I was choosing this, but, you know, it's just as good as any other person. How did I do? I knew it! You know you're looking at a winner. Well, you know, I think I won. That's good. I enjoyed this. It was funny. This game is the work of myself, Gary Kings, using Unreal Engine 4. Any similarity to existing works is either unintentional, loving homage, or loving parody. I had no intention to offend anybody or their works with this game. If this game offends you, I suggest you offend it right back. You shouldn't have taken that sort of thing from a game. Feel free to contact me with any criticisms or any other discussions about the game. This is a free product, and I strongly encourage you to share it with anyone who would appreciate it. If you have paid for this game, get your money back. If you can't, inform me, and I'll bring swift justice to the con artist responsible for swindling you. What a nice guy. I mean, let's go do what he said. Alright, I couldn't find his email, so I'm just gonna have to leave the comment here. This was some sick shit, bro. It was like doing an ollie over a half pipe, my friend. I hope you have a lovely day. Hashtag emoji.